Highness, Otumfuo,
Yo.
was said to the Seka. I read Otumfuo's own personal royalty tribute
Yo.
to our beloved Kofi Annan. Like most Ghanaians and the international community at large, Manshia Palace also learned with shock the demise on 18th August 2018, this year, of Busumuru Kofi Annan, former Secretary General of the United Nations, our own beloved, illustrious compatriot and revered international diplomat. Kofi Annan, as I knew him, was born on 8th April 1938 in Konongo, and grew up in Kumasi, the capital of my kingdom. He worked in various capacities in the United Nations system, ending up as the 7th United Nations Secretary General from January 1997 to December 2006. The first person from the United Nations Secretariat and Sub-Saharan Africa to occupy that exalted position. Because of his monumental achievements as an international civil servant, Busumuru became a ready source of inspiration, a dogged advocate, and an unwavering champion of peace and security. The United Nations have been awarded the 2001 Nobel Peace Prize as co-recipients on the centenary anniversary of that prestigious award. It was in recognition of his humility, selflessness, and great contribution to humanity and the promotion that on 16th August 2002, I conferred on him the title Busumuru, that is the son of the golden stool. The golden stool, the embodiment of the soul of the Asantehene and Asante nation. Busumuru is the name of the golden sword used by Asante kings to swear allegiance to the Asante kingdom at their coronation. Although captured in war, it is considered holy and not used for war. Given the significance of the sword, it was fitting that he, Kofi Annan, was the first to be granted that title since the foundation of the Asante Kingdom in the 17th century. Kofi Annan was the embodiment of peace. After his sterling stewardship of the world body, Busumuru did not rest on his oars, but worked harder, excelled, and soared to greater heights. Collaborating with some world leaders and prominent personalities through his Geneva-based Kofi Annan Foundation and other bodies like the African Progress Panel, APP, the Alliance for a Green Revolution in Africa, AGRA, and the Global Commission on Elections, Democracy, and Security. Busumuru continued to use diplomacy and advocacy to espouse causes beneficial to the world in variety of fields with great passion and dedication. Thus, Busumuru became one indispensable world leader and the moral compass of the world. This was in keeping with his own famous statement during the final days, twilight stages of his handing over to the then incoming United Nations Secretary General. And here I quote, Kofi Annan himself, the African global icon, like Nelson Mandela, decided to establish the elders in 2007. That is a non-governmental organization of public figures and global leaders working together for peace and human rights. Busumru became a prominent participant and later served as its chairman, a position he encumbered until death laid its icy hands on him. Busumru was loved and respected by all who interacted and engaged with him. He made friends across the social divide, including the voiceless and vulnerable, the rich and famous. The world is certainly poorer without our Busumru, a global icon who never forgot his roots. Manshia Palace joins others in extending its sincere condolences to his spouse, Nani, the children, his extended family, and not in the least, the Akuyamo stew and friends, and to Mother Ghana and the international community as a whole. May the Almighty God grant his valiant soul eternal repose in his bosom. Busumuru, Asantehene of Damirifa Due, and God bless us all. Thank you.